Yes. It's the Hunger Pod episode 2. We managed to drop 5 C-bombs, 25, no, it might have been 30 F-bombs in the last one, and they didn't fire us. So it's amazing we're still here.
We've doubled our output, actually.
We've doubled our output. We moved from the toilet downstairs. We've got a brand new studio. We've got a brand new guest. Should we big up who our guest is?
Does he need an intro?
I think he might need an intro.
A man without an intro.
A man without an intro. Who could it be? This mysterious man.
It could be anyone.
Hello, my name is Robert
Sheehan.
Genius improviser and comedian.
My dad was a policeman.
He's a really strong actor, but he has some wonderful comic timing.
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because...
I mean, I would look well good in a Speedo or something. If you put in an extra few inches of muscle, chiseled. You know that chiseled look? Big, weird steroid men.
Asshole dilated.
Bulging at the waist. And if I was to make anyone orgasm, you know, I would just make me happy as well.
Stop it.
On a Saturday night, I like to spend my time
Giving
Nicolas Cage.
a blowjob,
Kissing him.
a few centimeters from the penis.
That's true as well.
Quite strange indeed, yeah. More awkward than anything else.
The more relaxed I am, I suppose, the more I feel I can mess around with Nicolas. He's a wonderful and curious man.
A little bit gay porn.
Yes. Cranking. It's a crying wank. I basically crank until I climax. Ba-ba-da boom bam ba-doom bam release.
So we got...
Wow, what an intro.
What an intro.
So who was it then? What's your name, mate? Where'd you come from?
Hi, yeah, my name's Robert. This is my radio voice. Hang on, I want more of like a bluesy, jazzy. Hi. This is my morning jazz radio voice. Hi.
Your intro
Hello.
was kind of cool, but it got interrupted with a strange character who's now sitting to your left. Who's this guy that's just walked in?
Yeah, I've got a very, very unreliable one-man entourage, right? Hello. Don't try and blame your tardiness on tube delay. That's nonsense. You've just shown up late, haven't you?
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry, I was
so
rolfing.
who the fuck are
So
you?
he's just showing up,
That's
right?
a good question.
His name is Screaming Joe Sangre.
Indeed, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Screaming Joe Sangre. Well, we need to know more about you, so who are you? Because we know all about him.
That's the thing, yeah. Judging by that intro, you've watched every little bit of internet clip I've ever been involved with.
No, we got someone else to do it. It's that 15-year-old lad.
Bless you, the entourage. The entourage / Big Brother you have in the corner there. Very pretty, though, they are. Look at them.
Say hi, girls. Oh, you could do a bit better than that. We've got Rob Sheehan in the house.
Oh, girls, make an effort. You see,
Screaming Joe as well.
See, yeah, my entourage didn't even wear something revealing. He's all covered right up to the neck.
Well,
he's like a girl out of the 1700s.
I'm unbunbuttoning as we speak.
Yeah,
so,
let's talk about his unbuttoning.
I'm gonna
There's some
sexy
kind
up
of
for you now.
sexy
little bitch.
We can close caption this bit.
Yeah.
Do you work out?
Well, I have been known to do a few push-ups. Yeah.
How many can you do? 5 or 6?
How did that go?
I done 8 last Tuesday.
I can do 1,000. Let's all do just have a push-up competition. See how many push-ups the girls can do while we watch. Spun it around.
So, welcome to the Hunger Pod. It's nice to have you here.
The Hunger Pod.
The Hunger Pod. Listen,
Yeah,
I want to pick up
it.
on something that you mentioned in that little intro, which is the crying wank. This seems like something that touches a nerve with you. It's something that you practice on a regular basis. Given that we are working for Mr. Rankin, it seemed like there could be an idea for a new show, Cranking with Rankin.
Cranking with Rankin.
How would that go?
I bet Rankin is like an aficionado of cranking. You know what I mean?
I don't imagine he ever cries. I think if he cries tears of diamonds.
I think he only cries when he's looking at his own work.
Tears of pure fashion.
When he's leafing through the latest edition of Hunger going. And then he has a wank subsequently. He has a wank straight after.
So Joe, have you ever witnessed the live crank?
Not the live crank, but I'm the pioneer of the Rolf, of Rolfing. I could explain Rolfing to you if you like quickly.
Go on, let's have
Well,
a
it's just recently that Rob actually found out about Rolf and his work, so the reference was kind of lost on him. Rolf Harris.
Yeah, it's a complete time. I was at the BAFTAs and I went, Life Achievement Award, Rolf Harris. Who the fuck is Rolf Harris? Anyway, yeah, go on.
Ralph Harris. I met him actually. I made him sing
Ralph.
2 Little Boys. I said to him, "Oi, Rolf, sing 2 Little Boys." He went, 2 little boys, that's all you'll get.
Hey, you did well. You did well.
I think he's the next Jimmy Savile. Oh, too early.
Too early.
Sorry, Ralph, we love you.
There's a few hedgehogs who are talking to the press right now.
Can you guess who I did yet?
Before you judge what I said, listen to what Rolfing is.
Yes.
Well, Ralph, I'm glad. I'm just sort of learning now what I can and can't say. So I walked into a discussion like a wank fest. It's cool. I know my boundaries now. So
there ain't none, baby.
So Rolfing, basically, it occurs either last thing at night or first thing in the morning during your young teenage years. If you have a friend stay over, or if you stay over at a friend's house, and you kind of wake up in the morning and you're thinking, you're trying to gauge, is he asleep? Is he not? Can I work one out in this time? And I'll be set for the rest of the day then. So you discreetly go for it. Your friend who is in fact awake, all he can hear is the kind of Rolf Harris like panting and coming from the side of the room,
I like it.
Yeah, we've all Rolf, man. Don't
Rolf,
sit there with those judgmental look in your face.
That's when you have a wank on your side in a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
I was at boarding school. We used to sleep in dormitories, so there was like 12 of us all Rolfing at the same time. So it was like a chorus of Rolfs.
Just see Rolf on a TV screen at one end of the room.
Oh, dear. So what do you do exactly, Joe? Why are you attached to this young fellow here?
Apart from his sexual appeal, that's how he became my one-man entourage. Look at him. He's basically eye candy.
He's the sexual charisma that
you have an Irish-style ring on.
Yeah, that's right. So I can go around advertising that I'm single to all the ladies out there just by like this.
That's true, actually, because this is a Claddagh ring,
it
right?
Is.
And
it
when it's
from
pointing
Killarney.
in a certain direction, it means you're single. But then if you flip it around and point it the other way, it means you're taken.
But maybe it's the finger that it's on just means go fuck yourself.
Yeah, now you two are just flipping each other off.
Is that true? Because I have this on my foot, which in Mauritius means that I'm married to or betrothed to an Asian lady. But the true story about this, basically, I've got a red bit of silk around my ankle. Yeah. I was just having a poo and it fell off my dressing gown, and the bin was full, so I thought, I'll tie it around my foot, and I forgot about it. It's been there for about 2 years, but in Mauritius it means quite a lot.
It looks like you've got a Kabbalah ankle. You know what I mean?
It does, yeah, like
a cabankle.
A cabankle.
Do you remember that? Do you remember kabaddi? Which is that Indian sport that
Channel 4.
And they played it on. They showed it on Channel 4.
Yeah, you had to hold your breath and say kabaddi, 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 kabaddi. It's basically a game of tig played in mud with lots of hairy Indian guys only wearing rope.
Is that to Kabbalah what is to Buddhism? Do you know what I mean? Is that how they become one with the universe? They go kabaddi, kabaddi, kabaddi.
Well, no, it's like I don't know. You're like, it's a holding your breath thing. It's kind of it means so much.
What commissioning meeting were they in when they went? We've got a hole in the schedules. Horse racing? No, let's get this bizarre Indian sport that no one's ever heard of and promote that.
I'm going to pitch it to you.
What about tractor pulling? You know what I mean? There's probably a 50-50 choice.
I've watched that.
No, but all right, you pretend to be a Channel 4 executive. Ask me if there's anything cool coming up.
Hi, listen, you guys have come in. You're very colourful. You're a little bit stupid, but I'm going to tolerate you for the next 10 minutes. So, any ideas? Pitch it, go.
Okay, 6 naked Indian guys wearing ropes, holding their breath, saying kabaddi, playing tig in mud.
I love it, but can we involve Gok 1? Is the question.
Gok 1 can do anything.
Yes.
Have you seen his brother?
If Gok can produce or present, no.
His brother. Have a guess what his brother's called?
Gok 2.
No. And I'm half Chinese, so this isn't even racist. But his brother's called Quoklin.
Quoklin. Wow.
And he's a martial artist, would you mean?
He's a
You'd have to be though, wouldn't you?
He's a 25-stone mixed martial artist who's been running full contact fist fights in Leicester for the past 25 years.
Imagine Quoklin comes out and he's like a man beast. He's an alpha male, and then Gok 1 comes out.
No, but he used to be quite fat.
He's there making a little cookbook.
Yeah, do you know that Gok used to be like a chunky dude, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, big fatty.
He used to be called Wok 1.
Gone too far.
That's the comic time.
Two Gok word plays there. That's all I have.
No, I've got a little clip I want to play to you. This is something that you might have said once upon a time.
Oh God!
I'd probably have my calves augmented, because I think my legs, they're quite in proportion at the top, but I think they could be more powerful and strong at the bottom.
That's true.
But you're 6 foot, something like that.
I'm 6'1", yeah, and
you-
I'll tell you this: the calf is the hardest place to add mass.
It is, and you see a lot of guys in the gym.
We learned that
big
from Milhouse
bodies,
and The Simpsons.
Small legs, whereas I've got a fat belly and good calves. Robin wants to have a calf off.
No, we should have a calf of Joe.
Let's have a calf
present?
off.
Will you present the calf? The ladies can judge this one.
I'm top heavy, man, so I've got nothing going on here.
Look at
It's hairy. It's a good hairy
They
calf.
look like proper. They look like.
Can we have a cheer for Joe's calves?
Woo!
Yes.
Come on, louder.
They
Come
look like
on.
proper werewolf calves, man. They're
Oh,
nice
yes.
and fluffy.
Nice.
Beware the moon, lad.
I'm wearing skinny jeans, so forgive me if I
okay.
can't pull them up over
Are we
my
gonna get him to
my
take his
calves,
trousers down?
which have
girls?
gotten bigger, ladies. I'll let you know they've gotten bigger.
You've got
hang on.
Sheehan's calves are coming out. Oh my god,
Oh,
they're
the
white.
they're
They're white, aren't they?
shades.
And I've been away. I've been
You've been
places where the
away.
sun has actually been shining.
It's like a pasty snake swallowing a badger.
How dare you!
A snake with hair.
Wait,
with
hang on, look.
scales.
Wait, don't take the photograph yet. Let me clench.
Clench. Okay, there's a slight definition
There's a
there.
suggestion of a muscle.
And I'll have you know, right? I played a soccer match 2 days ago, and
Soccer.
I'm still in. Right, hang on. I'll explain that. in a
Where are you
minute.
from again?
But I'm from Ireland, where
Oh,
we
yeah,
call it
that's right.
soccer.
No,
'cause
that's
we've got-
right.
Football is a different thing.
Johnny
there.
Big Time's got all Hollywood on
Right.
us.
Hey, listen, I was over playing soccer with Galaxy and Beckham and the guys.
Shoot 2 points, it's awesome.
No, right, but I played soccer 2 days ago down the road, and I'm still in tremendous physical pain from the muscles in my feet to the muscles in my face.
Were you good at football?
I was
Soccer?
alright, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was
Anyway,
alright.
back to calves. I know that Robin wants me to go next.
Yeah.
Go on, yeah.
Let's
Let's
describe.
see what you
let's
got.
describe.
I get a little bit of knee in as well, just for the ladies.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
Cramp.
They look like when you flex, they look like boobs at the back.
Well, they aren't the only boobs he's
Okay,
got.
now let's aim on.
And then finally.
Robin just wants to bring his cars out.
Oh my god!
I know, it's the weirdest
That's
calf
like
you've ever seen in your life.
RoboCop's calf.
Is that what you want?
You could probably keep an Uzi in that.
I think they're too weird. He used to bike a lot with one of them trendy fixes.
We used to do the high jump. So I have one calf is overdeveloped and it's out of
you-
balance, so I limp like this now.
Did you
So I've
used
got
to
like a pimp
shave?
roll going.
Did you used to shave your legs before you went cycling?
No, that's for I don't know what the polite, politically correct word for that is.
Professional cyclists
Professional
or
cyclists.
homosexuals or transvestites.
They don't need to shave, do they? Cyclists? Does it really matter?
Yeah, apparently they do.
What about that? What's that guy's name with the ball?
Just the one, Lance Armstrong.
That's Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he's in trouble
Okay,
now,
no,
hasn't he?
I won't
Oh god,
Yeah.
it's all gone wrong.
Well, he's
for
got
Lance
more.
Armstrong.
There's more room on the saddle, basically.
No, but he got done, didn't he, for being a massive druggie? So all
Yeah,
the
for
things he's
massive
won.
dope,
is
right.
because-
It's the
Yeah.
worst kept secret in
It's just come
cycling.
out. It's just come
Yeah.
out.
Where did he hide? Where did he stash the drugs?
Well,
He had a secret bollock pouch created.
Just strapped behind the one. Seriously, he got done for drugs.
Yeah. Apparently, every time he was riding his bike, it was off his head, like on, I don't know,
Meth or
bike
something.
performing
MDMA
speed.
poppers.
Some kind of shit.
Instead
what
of big
kind of-
bottle of poppers on the front.
What kind of drugs did you think he was involved in? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
if he was like on, like,
Paracetamol, maybe.
he was on mescaline or ayahuasca, so he was probably tripping like a madman.
Yeah, nice. Well, that would make the bike race a bit more interesting, wouldn't it? It's like usually it's like 6 hours of them cycling, then you tune in for the last 10 minutes and it gets interesting.
So has
Very
he
strange.
been stripped of all his medals?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, every Tour de France he ever won. So he's a complete fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and all them
bit like us.
remember them bangles that
Wow.
people wear? Oh yeah, Lance Armstrong appeal.
Yeah, you gotta give them back.
Bangle. Give them back. Same
Yeah,
as
give 'em
same as Jim. There can be a big part of the Jim will fix it
Yeah.
badges and them bangles. for
And you know
Lance
the
Armstrong.
bangles? Did they have just one ball hanging off them? Just so you know, it was a
did.
Lance Armstrong
They did.
bangle,
They did.
a ball bangle.
Would you ever get involved in something like that? Charity, mate.
Oh, charity! I thought you meant wearing balls on my wrist.
We can go there.
Charity,
We can go
yeah, yeah. Non-specific. No, I give to charity. I'm very giving.
Yeah, but
You-
do you ever
I,
give to them
um,
people that stop you in the street and say, "Just 1 minute, can I just talk to you for a minute?"
Definitely not.
But you
Definitely
wouldn't go
not.
fishing for an MBE or something by doing something nice for some kids.
I think Sir Terry Wogan has paved the way for Irish people to get knighthoods.
Is he
But,
been knighted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sir Terry Wogan.
Sir
gives
Terry
it away,
Wogan.
doesn't
But
it?
I'm far too cool to go fishing for an MBE.
I'd love to be a knight.
I mean, look at Bowie, David Bowie and Jim Broadbent
That's
both
true, they both
turned
turned
down
down.
the knighthood.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't want your medal,
Because they're
queen.
cool, man.
Yeah, but
I bet
eventually he'll want it.
I bet Broadbent and Bowie all sit around like smoking cigars and with
yeah.
prostitutes on their laps going.
But
We don't need
yeah,
to
so
be-
basically you're saying it's important to you to be cool.
definitely. But that doesn't mean not giving to charity.
No,
know,
but
I'm
you'd
a
be
very
cool if you was a
charitable guy.
knight, because you
do
could
it.
walk,
I
you
let-
could drive round on a horse wearing a sword in underwear. You could train the horse to kick in people's doors, go in the house, have a look round, and knight people with his sword.
Good God.
That's what I'd do.
It sounds charitable.
How did we get there?
No, because I just want to be a knight.
Oh, I see.
Eric,
Just want to be a knight errant.
I'm charitable. I let Joe sleep in the back shed.
Yeah,
of the
that
house.
happened. I mean, speaking of charity, on the way up here just now, I was thinking, like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, mainly my calves being
Yeah.
like pasty snakes.
Snakes eating a badger.
How dare you?
So obviously,
the
I was
badger's
lost.
quite good. It's quite like a big forest animal.
They're endangered
And plus,
at the minute.
plus, they're mean bastards too,
Yeah.
badger,
Yeah,
man. They'll
don't
have your
mess with my
finger
calves,
off, man. Yeah, they're furious.
There's
I
a
was-
badger cull coming soon. It's true. Look it up.
One of my earliest memories was seeing my granddad running across a field, holding his cap to his head, being chased by a badger. Seriously. Isn't that mental?
That's a great memory to have.
Thank you.
I've got memories of priests from school.
Oh, goodness.
Different
You
kind
get-
of badger.
Sorry, we rudely interrupted Joe's charity
did,
badger
sorry.
story.
Oh, my charity badger story. Yeah,
It's
no,
the
sorry.
verb badger there.
Well, obviously I was late because of the tubes and nothing else.
Yeah.
There was no Rolfing
No,
to
you're
blame.
You were Rolfing.
I wasn't Rolf.
reverse sleeping
Hey,
pattern.
I live by myself, so I don't need to Rolf. I can just let it all out, you
Yeah,
know.
man.
Although we
Um,
should tell them in a minute about the Dolly's blackout, which is another brilliant term. Go on.
So obviously I'm late and I'm kind of running down. I'm slicing through traffic like a hot knife through butter to get here. And one of those guys is, on the street, one of these charity guys, and he tries to stop me. I'm like, no, can't you see I'm in a rush? And he's like, why? Because you're walking like this. And I kind of have my arms out, sort of like C-3PO. And he goes, you look like a
Very much how
robot.
I
And I was
see
like,
you.
all right, thanks. I'm trying to move on. And then he was like, you kind of look like George Bush. And I was like, what? And he goes, because he's like, like he's carrying.
Simeon.
Yeah, like he's carrying 2 cows under his arm. I said, those are his parents. And then he just sort of looked at me and went, yeah, not bad. And I was like, oh, this is going to go well. I'm on fire, obviously. This happened in the 5 minutes I was on
So
my
you
way
still
here.
have to do a bit of impromptu stand-up.
Yeah, and that was Morris. He just looked at me intensely and went, yeah, not bad. Obviously not the best material he's heard all morning.
Some
review.
the thrust and parry of like a little witty fight with some charity man on the
Yeah,
street.
as I'm kind of trying to back away from
And
him.
it was unscripted as well. That
Com-
kind of
yeah,
shit,
exactly.
that comes out of the minds of genius.
Do you know what I mean? Off the cuff, I
That's
thought, come on,
brilliant.
man, give me more credit than that. I ain't
Someone should have
Seinfeld.
been filming that shit.
Speaking of Star Wars, have you seen that Lucas is? Are you Star Wars fans?
Massive.
Big time.
They've sold it.
Sold it to Disney.
$7.5 billion. He sold all the rights.
It
They're
keeps
talking-
going up. It was 4 billion, now it's 2 billion, now it's 7.5 billion.
$7.5
It
billion.
was 7.5 billion.
Yeah.
7.5 billion.
But they're talking about getting Han Solo back.
Do you know
Good.
what? I'm going to befriend George Lucas, because if there's anyone going to build a spaceship and survive the imminent apocalypse, it's George, right? So if you become a mate of his, at least you get a place on the ship. Because that's
Him
what
or
that-
Jim Cameron. Jim Cameron will be burrowing through the earth.
Him and Jim. Him and Jim will just live like in the core, won't he?
Yeah.
In a big volcano house.
Be tweeting from there. They
So
should know what he's up to.
So are you a believer then? Do you think 23rd of December, 11 a.m. it's all over?
I don't know, but I do have a mate who's going to the North Dakota mountains, right? 'cause
There
he's
are
got
safe
family
places. There's Spain, North Dakota.
There. Why is Spain?
Because they worked it out
protected.
in terms of floods, height, and resources. There's these people that worked out the safest places
Why would-
after the apocalypse.
But if aliens have the ability for interstellar travel, why would they flood us?
They're just weird, aren't they?
They're just lazy.
I mean,
Anyway.
this is all according to the Mayan calendar, of course, isn't it? So me and Rob earlier this year, we took a trip out to Mexico and we investigated.
That's
for
when I
ourselves.
discovered the Rolf firsthand.
Yeah.
So you were rolfing on a regular basis.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of us in that dorm. I didn't want to wake anyone.
He was upsetting a lot of people in that hostel.
Mr.
You roll
Popularity.
quite a loud rolfer.
In a hospital.
Yeah, I'm a loud
You were in a
rolfer.
hospital.
Uh,
rolfing.
uh,
A hostel, sorry.
Oh yeah,
A
he was
hospital
having-
would have been way better. Let me tell you.
It sounded like he's having an asthmatic attack.
You need to start practicing at home one of those little decibel meters. I've got to getting it down like one bit at a time.
Yeah. No one likes a wheezing rolfer.
One of the most difficult things to do, right? Oftentimes, I'm given a little trailer, to spend time in at work when I'm not needed on set. Me being a thespian, right? But sometimes that trailer is like half the trailer will be mine, then half the trailer will be another actor's, and so
Awkward.
trying to knock one out is quite difficult because now bear in mind, the monotony of 3-4 hour waits in a trailer. You have to do something to occupy yourself. So. Having to knock one out and
Are you
not,
a
not
gymnastic?
rock,
Are you a
not rock the
gymnastic? Are you
trailer.
gymnastic? Do you move around or are you just on your back?
Ambidextrous, maybe
You try
left
to-
hand,
you-
right hand.
You try to free yourself from the arm movement as much as possible.
Yeah.
You try to ground yourself and stay as still as possible in your body, and then just move your arm like it's someone else's
It's
arm.
like those camera rigs where it's like
So
on
that
a
you don't-
spring, so
you
it's
don't-
completely isolated from all other movements.
So that you.
Your arms, that's incredible.
And just a few weeks ago, I was doing this with the actress Lena Headey in the next bit of the trailer. She doesn't know this, but if ever she goes on Rankin's website,
Well,
she
maybe
will
they do.
now
She's quite a
find it
saucy
out.
wench as well.
Yeah.
We're a big
She's
fan
very
of Lena
saucy
Headey. Big
wench,
fan of
yes.
Lena
What would the
Headey.
girls' role be?
And I promise I wasn't thinking about her.
Come on,
Or maybe
Joe.
I was.
A girls' role. Well, you know,
I can't even think of
girls
what a
harmonise
she-wolf
their
could be.
periods, so they could harmonise their
Yeah.
something. I'm sure we could get some kind of resonant frequency with which all girls orgasm.
Me
instantly.
and Joe are quite synchronized in that.
Are they?
In that
Oh,
respect, yeah.
You,
Oh my God.
do you both come at the same time?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's-
Isn't it?
On our way here, we stopped off for a bacon butty in a little local
nice.
greasy spoon.
I'm getting hot
And
now.
I kid you not, there's a poster
Where's
on
this
the
going?
wall for Pucker Pies. And it's got a picture. It's like old school rock star glam. You've got a guy in a biker jacket. There's a fire, and there's a girl. He's got a guitar. It's an advert for Pucker Pies. And I kid you not, I wrote down what it said. It says, "Harmonise with Pucker Pies." Like, what the fuck? It's like,
Beautiful.
you just imagine the scene. The guy's like, "Yeah, baby, I love you, but before we get down to business, beef and onion." Can you imagine that?
I like pucker pies
That's
actually,
lovely.
but I prefer the short crust stuff. I don't like flaky pastry.
Do you think loose women have pucker pies? They sit around going, right, girls, eat all at the same time.
But when you look at your seduction toolkit, you don't just sort of reach for a pucker pie.
don't know,
Just pull the cellophane off and go, right, here we go. Just microwave that first, and we'll be
That's
down
lovely.
to
But the
business.
smell of meat sometimes is the smell of meat. There's ladies in the room. Does the smell of meat sometimes make you erotic? Like lamb?
Lamb! Why was that the first meat?
Venison, a bit of venison.
Lamb's sexy, isn't it? It's
Springbok,
it's
impala,
lamb.
kudu,
Yeah.
zebra.
Yeah, it depends on. I think good old fashioned morning bacon. You know what I mean? That certainly gets
Yeah.
me going.
And they are quite intelligent, apparently, pigs. So
And they orgasm for half an hour at a time.
do they?
Apparently.
How do you know that?
How do you
Because
know
you ever see one of them like after
It's
sex?
like a Rebecca Luce
he
thing.
just rolls over on his back.
I've never seen a pig after
It
sex.
just looks at the sky for half an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, well, apparently, allegedly, they orgasm for half an hour.
That's a
at a
special
time.
talent.
Like Joe does.
That's a special talent. And
I've also been known to roll around in my own feces as well, but
for the pleasure of paying men on the internet.
Right?
yeah.
That was the black hole. Is that the Dole black hole?
He's got a live
No,
webcam.
the Dolly's blackout.
The Dolly's blackout.
The Dolly's blackout. Tell them about that. Tell them about that.
Speaking of loose women, yeah, the Dolly's blackout is kind of something that occurs, and I think is becoming more and more relevant in this current financial climate that we're in, this crisis.
Definitely. This
Right
is an
on, brother.
This is an economical
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah,
Right on.
yeah, definitely. The Dolly's blackout is basically what occurs around 2 in the afternoon. With the curtains closed. Just kind of little bit of sunlight beaming through. Daytime television isn't really happening, so you think, what else am I going to do?
Crack
True,
one off.
actually.
So you
I'm
close
just
the
going to
curtains.
crack one off.
Close
Yeah.
the curtains mid-afternoon. Just whop one out.
And then
know
you
what I
just
mean?
think, you know what, fuck the system, man. I could be at work right now in a suit, but
Yeah,
I'm
you're,
not.
You're at home watching dogs with jobs.
What, loose women?
Oh!
Snap!
Touche,
Oh,
my
that's a bad
friend.
one. I like Linda Bellingham.
Take
Wasn't
that,
she?
Linda.
Yeah, but I love
You
her.
sexy little mayor.
Wasn't she some Fairy Liquid girl? Isn't that
Oh,
her
that's
thing?
even sexier.
Didn't she do Fairy Liquid adverts for years?
Linda who?
Bellingham.
Bellingham. Isn't there another
She does
Linda?
have very soft
Or
hands.
was it Gravy? No, was it Gravy?
Are you conjuring up images of Linda rolling around and stuff?
I'm just
But
thinking.
in marigolds, just
I'm
anyone
thinking,
in marigolds.
thinking
it's just
all the
sexy,
loose
isn't it?
women, a load of gravy, a load of fairy liquid.
God,
just
yeah.
get them wrestling.
See, there you go, rank a lot. We've got your next photo shoot. Linda Bellingham in marigolds in the studio in like a massive bowl of suds.
That'd be great.
Oh my
man.
goodness.
Awesome.
Listen, I'm on for this.
I
Me
totally.
and Rankin have made magic in the studio in the
That's why you
past,
have
and
to.
I think we should pitch a photo shoot with maybe me and Joe in mankinis in a big
I'm feeling it.
You
feeling
could set up a
In
whole
a big
doll house.
paddling pool full of
Have
fairy
Jeremy
liquid.
Kyle on pause.
Jeremy Kyle. He's
love
taken,
Jeremy
he's
Kyle.
taken the US now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The guy's on big bucks.
Yeah.
Is anyone else scared that he is the devil? He is literally the devil, and he's
I mean,
Him
no,
or Piers Morgan?
slowly.
No, he
Him
does-
or Piers Morgan? I
No,
think.
but Jeremy Kyle does good. He brings families together. Have you never seen the show?
And he
I
sets
have seen
he
the
sets
show.
He
down
doesn't
while he does
bring
it.
families together.
He
He
does.
brings
them together to kill each
stupid
other.
people on the television and
He's-
shouts at them.
He's the scourge of the blue collar.
Get off my stage, you. I love it.
Oh God.
Go on, what are you going to say?
No, I
No, you can't.
No,
There's a line. He's about to cross it.
Yeah, I was.
You've had
I
a
was
wank
gonna.
on a Jeremy Kyle show.
I've just had a wank actually.
Oh, okay.
When you were talking about Jeremy Kyle, I've
No.
quickly whopped one out.
There's no neat way to segue to this. So I'm just going to say it.
Go for it.
We
man.
know things about you. We know that you can act a bit. But we were worried what you're going to do when the acting
the
runs out,
bollocks.
because at some point,
Yeah.
you're going to run out of talent. And we discovered that in fact you have
marathon.
there are other things
Yeah.
that you could rely on to earn a living.
What do you think? And this is the next clip.
I play the spoons. You play spoons. Yeah, I play them off everything. I'm like Footloose with spoons. You know what I mean? You know that mad dance where he runs to a warehouse? I'm like that with a spoon.
See, we don't really care about the acting. We want to know more about the spoons.
It's 'cause-
And-
yeah, 'cause
and
playing the
here
spoons-
are some spoons.
Playing the spoons was banned in my town, so it was like
Playing the
Footloose.
spoons is banned.
Yeah, it's like Footloose with dancing. It was banned and
We have a
highly
choice
illegal.
of 3 spoons here.
I'll only need 2.
You'll only need 2. But before you do this, we have
Yeah.
something to play you.
Well, no, I just have a little practice, because we've
Hang
set
on.
something up here for
Now,
you.
bear in mind, I might be a bit rusty.
Rusty spoon. Don't get it.
No.
Whatever. Okay.
Let's have a
There we go.
little
This is
listen.
Rob Sheehan playing the spoons live for your
Yep.
pleasure.
Let me get my knee closer to the microphone.
Ladies, did you hear that? The knee is coming closer.
Ladies, try to
I've seen this knee and it's hairless and sweet.
Try to control yourself, ladies. Joe. Yeah.
That's some skill there.
Well, that's delightful.
That's a skill. So let's.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's.
Hey!
So what we've done...
What we've done is something very special for you.
Go on.
We've created a kind of hip hop track. It's about you, and there's a space where we're both going to point at you to do a spoon solo.
Oh, God.
So you're going to be ready for this.
God,
You're
the
gonna be ready for
pressure.
this. Let's,
Okay,
okay, DJ.
Assume the position.
Let's get the knee near the mic. Joe, you can be the hip hop bitch. Be like, yeah.
You're going to be my MC.
Yeah.
Just repeat the spoon thing. Right?
Okay, are
So
you
I'm
ready?
gonna try
So
and
you're
get one of
listening.
these rolls in.
So we were talking about MIA
no,
earlier.
no,
It's a
no,
sort of MIA style.
So let's have a listen to this. You'll know when it comes in.
I'm like Footloose with spoons. You know that mad dance where he runs to a warehouse? I'm like that with a spoon.
A little man named just suck my teeth. Raised and confused that I bought a leash. Old man's a 5-0, twisted like Oliver. Stepped up to Raggy, had to go with the Tondo.
Why the little team going smoother than that shit? Dropped at 17, didn't really like it. Using the wrong place, wanna do it his way. Not film some brick, fucking up a screenplay. So what we win, yeah, like only he can. Don't wanna be a bad part, be a she-hand. Film after film, we be smashing like a thespian. Gay, straight, cripple, cool, even fucking lesbian. You play the tuner, you play the gangster. Cherry bones with run from Harry Potter. You want a BAFTA, guys are flipping loon. But all they want to do is play the motherfucking spoon.
All he wants to do is play the motherfucking spoons. Like Kevin Bacon from the movie Footloose. All he wants to do is play the motherfucking spoons. So Robert Sheehan is with me, hit me with the solo.
That's right, Robert. Hit me with some of that old school gangster shit.
Robert Sheehan is with me, hit me with the solo.
Left knee, right knee, combo. In it, out. Slap it all around. That's right. All over your body. I don't know why I've turned into a pirate, but I have.
Damn.
You
That's mad
You're the
crazy.
new Jay-Z and Kanye.
That was mad crazy, dog.
I think whoever wins the
Thank
X
you,
Factor
MC
this
Joe.
year.
That was Westwood. I was being.
I think whoever wins the X Factor this year needs to be scared, because that has got Christmas #1 written
Yeah,
all
man,
over
it's
it.
all about the spoons.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
That was
You're
beautiful.
talking about X Factor.
Do we have to go there?
No.
Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
You mean let's go on audition?
Yeah,
No,
let's go.
we should.
What would you sing? What would you sing?
I think we should do that rap a cappella, right?
Shit.
We rock in, just rap about me, and then I'll come blasting in with the spoons.
But with big spoons, big comedy spoons,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know, like you get on an ice cream van.
Yeah, massive spoons attached together, and then we can throw them at Cowell at the end if he's still involved. Is he still
I
involved?
don't know. He's spending his money on Botox.
We could smash out his veneers.
Big controversy. Big controversy.
What, his teeth?
Have you seen any of it this year?
I haven't. No.
You don't care, do you?
No, absolutely not.
But you used to be in
Not in the
musical. You played the banjo.
I'm
so that's
very, very musical.
So,
And once you put me through that X Factor filter, I tell you, I could come out sounding like Cher Lloyd.
But what would you sing though? What would you sing? Would you sing something classic from the old days?
would you be typecast into being an Irish charmer?
Or you could take something very, very high production, very new, very pop, and then go well folk with it, like I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It by Katy Perry, but make it all folk and kind of play it on a glockenspiel and spoons. Right, here's a sample, right?
A flugelhorn version of Gangnam Style.
You back me up with some haunting harmonies, right?
All right.
Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
Horn that shit,
Haunting.
bad man.
There we
Right? Think Fiona. Yeah, that's it.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. A taste of cherry chapstick.
That's probably the best thing I've ever
I
heard.
kissed a girl and I liked it. And what is the next lyric?
She just likes kissing girls' blood.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was
I
dodged
feel-
on a rope.
If we went in into that,
Well, that's kind of a Britain's Got Talent kind of thing.
I tell you, man, it would knock the Newcastle Brown out of Cheryl Cole's hand. Whoa! She obviously only drinks Newcastle Brown.
She does. She's all woman, that lady.
She's all woman.
She is very beautiful though. There's something about her face which I like.
Something about her face, like
Yeah,
that I pretty
love
much
her fucking
love.
Face. Cause she'd like a fucking poker pay. Hey, Will.i.am gets a fucking poker pay.
That's
man.
probably how she gets harmonized. Whoa! I'm just saying. Listen, Cheryl, we love you.
We do love you.
We're
We
glad
do
you're
love
back.
you.
You was gonna say Alouette, weren't you?
Alouette. What was that all about? Alouette. It means owl or something.
Is it French?
Yeah, it's French. It means owl.
Does it?
Alouette. What's
No, Alouette, jaunty, Alouette.
A jaunty owl. It's a song about a jaunty owl.
crazy stuff?
You can speak French.
We're not going to speak French now.
Go on. Do you have?
No, he turns into a very foppish,
French?
strange boy when he's French because. It's a very
I'm not speaking
it's an
French
odd
on a
thing.
podcast.
Come on, do
no one
something.
understand. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I've just got back from Toronto, and one of the harshest curse words in French Canadian is accursed tabernacle. Seriously.
Sounds like a bar.
Accursed tabernacle. It's like one of the most horrible things you can say.
Really? Sounds like a ride at Thorpe Park.
In French Canadian or hillbilly French, as it's known.
Yes, it's a very strange accent, French Canadian.
Sounds a bit like Ronan Keating.
Yeah, where's he gone? Why isn't he doing anything? Oh no.
He's living off the royalties, isn't he?
He went to Australia to do X Factor.
Really?
He's a judge.
He's not.
Australian
That's what
X Factor.
Kean, the other one from Westlife, went and did that. The one who married Delta Goodrem.
What about
Was
the
he
one who
married to?
dies?
Oh yeah, he was in Westlife. Yeah, I have a confession to make. Right? I went to one of the last Boyzone concerts, right? Because I recently befriended Keith Duffy. Right?
Oh, really?
And so I was
from
at
Dallas.
That's
that's the man. Yeah, he got us a nice corporate box. It was lovely. But I was in Belfast, right? And I brought this girl along. We went backstage to kind of say hello and meet the band, and we went into the kind of I suppose the warm up room, rehearsal room, whatever, green room, and there were all like three of the lads, tops off, and like lifting weights.
Really?
No, but
I ejaculated right there on the spot.
Who was the one with all the tattoos?
Shane.
He
He's
drives
absolute
cars
gent.
now.
He's an absolute gent. We were pitching a tattoo program with him, and he was just the nicest guy ever. I was really surprised. Yeah, lovely guy.
Tattoo program.
Yeah.
It'd be like Miami Ink, but
no
in
more
Dublin.
no more skin to tattoo. Do you have any tattoos?
No, I'm pure. I'm
Why
pure
not?
like the fallen snow.
Do you have any tattoos, Jack?
I am graphed up like an old bus stop.
Fallen snow, bus stop.
This is
dynamic.
making great radio, isn't it? Like we're talking about shit people can't see.
I know, but there's going to be a load of
Yeah,
grandmas.
look at it.
There's
Isn't
a-
that amazing? Look at that.
Beautiful
It
colours.
sparkles and
Yeah,
everything.
he's
It
right.
sparkles like the vampires in Twilight.
Yeah,
He knows a tattoo artist called Woody.
Woody.
Right? And this guy, he persuaded one guy to get out. Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, this guy is he's obsessed with penises, peni, and he's done some shocking
Aren't we all?
stuff. If you ever look at his site, Woody's Tattoos, I'm sure it's called. He's based in High Wycombe, and he had this one woman who he done a Marilyn Monroe back piece for, and somehow he persuaded her. Her skirt is blowing up, and she has like this great big cock just swinging down between her knees.
coming down. Do you know that
Coming down.
iconic shot of her pushing her dress down?
But what's the sales pitch on that? Yeah, the Marilyn Monroe would look better with a 7-inch hot dog.
It was way more than 7 inches, let me tell you. She was packing. He done a Grim Reaper, and the guy, instead of holding a
Is that
scythe,
another thing that you guys do? So we've got Rolf
Grim Reaping.
This
Grim
is all
Reaping.
Joe. This is all Joe. Joe has just seeped into my life like a bad smell.
Inflicted, I was, yeah.
Some kind of sepsis.
Yeah, he had this Grim Reaper holding a big floppy wang instead of a side.
The death cock.
Yeah, you should really check out his work.
Have
It's
you
really
seen that?
quite
Have you
something.
seen that girl though? There's a tattooist, his girlfriend. He found out she was cheating on him.
Oh,
waited
God.
about 6 months. While she was drunk, he made a sign, something that said, "If I change the design, you're not going to sue me." So he was quite clever.
That's
Kept
cold and calculated.
No. Yeah, it is. He kept it quiet that he knew for 6 months, and then the design was a kind of quite elaborate unicorn on her back, and it's about a 14-inch shit with flies on it, and all on her
my
back. But what do you do with
God.
that? She can't do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Good God.
So-
No, there was that Belgian girl who got a whole face tattoo when she was
stars,
pissed,
yeah.
and she was like, "Oh no, I was drunk, I didn't do it." Yes, you did, you bitch.
She did.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should just own it. You know what I mean? You've got a
Yeah.
14-inch
Embrace it.
shit on your back.
Yeah.
You just just go, listen, I've always been fascinated with fecal matter.
Yeah, you could run a successful blog. I am that.
We
bitch
all
with-
shit.
Yeah, I have a shit on my back.
Have you ever seen RateMyPoo.com?
Shittybitch.com.
RateMyPoo.com.
Rape my poo.
No, that's the next level. That's next level shit. Not rape.
Oh,
my
that's
poo.
next level shit.
Next level shit.
Who's
yeah.
going to arrest you for that?
Oh my god.
Not me.
Oh God.
That's where Jimmy went wrong.
Yeah.
That's shocking. That's shocking.
We've kind
Should
of
we,
moved.
should we bring out the mix?
Yeah, we've got a little thing for you, a little surprise.
Oh, go on.
It's kind of a surprise, but we did ask you for your
This
5
is lovely.
favourite tunes.
It's like a podcast Christmas.
Yeah.
We like to give. We're very giving people.
And
I
I'm
get to
sorry,
keep-
Joe. We weren't sure if you were going to come or not. You know, being a professional
Rolfer.
poo raper. You know, if he's busy raping poos or. So
Yeah,
we haven't got a song selection for you, but we've done one for Rob. And
Go for it.
It contains hopefully some tunes that you potentially like.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you can sing along if you like.
So
Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
It's about a 15-minute mix.
Everybody quiet. These are my favorite songs.
Desert Island Disc, that's modern innit?
So yeah, basically this is DJ Casual Break-In, Jim Randall, who's taking your best songs and mashed them
Merge them all
together.
together. Although there's a nice Eminem song in there, but certainly that wouldn't have been on my list. In all honesty.
Well, there's kind of a few that you might not like.
You started off with my songs. I've never heard this song.
I've never
ever
heard
in
this
my
one
life.
before. Maybe we got the wrong list. Did someone send us the
did.
wrong list? Oh god, this is Sheena Easton's
Who's
list.
this? I've never ever in all my days heard this song.
Well, now you have.
Oh,
How is it? How is it?
I think it's just gone to number 6 in my top 6.
Top 6.
Yeah, it's up there now.
So let's talk about music you do like.
Yeah, well, you clearly know nothing about that.
We were missing. We need to fire our researchers. Or
I was feeling quite varietal, and I sent a little 5 songs to Katie over there, the gorgeous Katie over there. What
Come
were they
on.
again? I can't really remember. Oh, there was one. There's a new track by Hot Chip, which I've been obsessively listening to, called Flutes, which is well good. And there was another track on there, which was a live Daft Punk mix.
Ah, I think this is coming in at some point.
Oh, Vanilla Ice!
Vanilla Ice.
No, he wasn't on there! This better be the Jedward Vanilla Ice mix, because that's the only Vanilla Ice I'll listen to. What else was on there? Oh, Little Dragon, a track called
Little Dragon's
Constant
brilliant.
Surprises. Django was one, and a
Default.
little extra. Yeah, Default. That was on there as a
this is on
little
there.
extra
Yeah.
track.
Well, what we can do then is just talk over it.
We'll just talk over it. That's
Yeah.
what we did with ranking, except we had it pumped up so high we couldn't hear what he was saying.
What were some of his favourite tracks?
There was a lot of guilty pleasures on
Tiny
there.
Dancer.
Elton John, Tiny Dancer.
Cheryl Cole's entire back catalogue.
Yep.
Ronan
You gotta keep her sweet!
Keating's entire back catalogue.
Ronan Keating's entire back catalogue. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Obviously, that rap about me with the spoons, that's going to be
That
on
was in
there.
there. That's going to be Christmas number 1.
Wicked. But yeah, we got to knock X Factor off the top spot again.
Yeah.
Last year it was Rage Against the Machine,
I
wasn't
know.
it? That was
I love that tune
wicked.
first time around.
Yeah, exactly. And even more the second time around because it knocked X Factor off the
But
top.
I thought so for Little Mix. quite like Little Mix. They're like Sugar Babes, but with one extra.
What's Little Mix?
They were like the winners, 4 girls.
Oh right, yeah.
Well, you know, One Erection are everywhere.
One Erection.
Yeah. It's like they've got one erection between them. Poor lads.
They're the biggest band in the world right now.
If they
They are the biggest band in
combine.
the world.
Oh, there's a bit of Django. I think this is slowly starting to become my list.
We didn't want to frighten you with too much up front.
There was a song on there which is definitely not going to mix with any of this, called song sang by Luke Kelly, "Come My Little Son."
Maybe that's at the end after a bit of a pause.
Oh,
A bit of a segue.
yeah. When the party dies down and it goes into a slow track.
I'm worried. Joe's gone all quiet. I'm worried he's rolfing by himself.
I'm meditating over here. I was just thinking, as opposed to the X Factor, which
he's gearing up to do the gabbity.
yeah. No, I was just thinking. I had my hopes set on X Factor for obviously the Christmas #1, but now there's something and I want to be the soundtrack to my nuclear holocaust this winter solstice.
Yeah, but most people say desert island, not nuclear holocaust.
No, it's going to be the end.
Nuclear holocaust. What 5 songs would you have wanted to survive?
In your bunker.
Yeah.
With the baked beans.
Do you know the Norman Wisdom? You know that singer?
I thought it was like a new
It was a comedian.
form of thought. Norman Wisdom.
Yeah, he's a singer, isn't he?
No, he's a
Norman
comedian.
Wisdom when I'm cleaning the windows.
Yeah, he's a singer, isn't he?
Is it a singer, actor, performer, director,
He
writer?
did Desert Island
That was
Discs.
George Formby.
Right?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
but Norman Wisdom. He did Desert Island Discs.
Oh, I could made this.
And
Norman
he,
Wisdom.
for his 5 tracks that he chose, all of them were by him. That's true.
That's flavour. Why not? Why not?
He's still alive,
I
isn't
want to
he?
hear myself sing until I die.
No, it's Mr. Grimsdale. Oh yeah, we're really getting
Oh
down. with
god,
the
we're showing our
family.
age here now. What's the demographic of Hunger Magazine?
Yeah, what are you going to play
what's
next?
the
Last of the
demographic?
Summer Wine.
Have we just slipped out of the demographic? I think we have.
Yeah, you
I'm
have.
a bit worried
Get
about
back in, quick!
okay.
X Factor! X Factor!
Misfits. We haven't. Oh my god, I did it. I'm sorry.
We're back.
We managed an hour without talking about Misfits. Damn it.
Although you did play a lot of audio clips of me talking either about my genitals or
Yeah, because they're easy to
fiddling with
find.
myself.
Yeah, no. We had to dig hard when we cut around ranking and made him sound like a twat. Which was
Yeah, but there was a few
yours
things
are easy
in there
to
where
find.
you mentioned blowjobs and all his clothes falling
Yeah, but
off.
you've done some fun things.
I have.
Yes. Not acting things, just out on the street one night. Oh yes.
Oh, exactly, yeah. That's that's one of my many chat-up lines.
Well,
Just
what's
go
your
out
best
there
chat-up
and
line?
go, listen, baby, you want to go home and get freaky? Maybe watch me crank. Maybe massage my calves for a while as we burn some lavender oil.
Well, my friend has a print of you having a fucking asphyxiation wank with the curtain shut with a still of Jeremy Kyle.
We must explain before we went on air, because that's what we do here. We got a bit down and dirty. We're talking about autoerotic asphyxia, which was a hot topic.
What I didn't say was, of all the ways of going, shuffling off this mortal coil, that's one of the ways I would actually kind of like to go. Because
What if it was sometimes you
about
don't get a full blown pop, do you? And it's some.
But
What if it was like a?
Apparently, the orgasm is like twice as intense,
Yeah.
and if you choke to death directly after the orgasm, screw it, you've gone out on a high.
It'll be kind of like the end of Point Break, when he goes in that massive wave. It's not tragic to die doing what you love, Johnny.
And if you were to,
20-year wank.
if you were to autoerotically asphyxiate whilst watching Point Break,
on a surfboard.
shit.
that would be like transcendent. That'd be Nirvana.
We're getting to the point where you need an art director for that shit. You got to have all the lighting right. You get a lighting designer in. You get an art director in. You have someone to photograph. You got a live blog.
Yeah, there are monks in Tibet that sit around doing that.
They can hang
try-
They
themselves
can
for
just
3
hold it.
months
They
without
hold it
breathing.
on the point without tipping over.
Yeah, just pause. Keanu Reeves just walking down the beach, just pause.
But it would be
Just stay in that moment.
But it's like
forever.
one of those animated GIFs where you're just constantly doing the same thing over and over again, which
Nice.
actually is funny because there's
Oh,
a
here we go,
Rob
hot shit
Sheehan.
flutes, yeah.
There's a Rob Sheehan appreciation site, which I'm sure you've seen because you Googled this out.
Yes,
And
I
there's
have,
a-
and I am the creator.
Are you? Yes.
No.
Architect, creator, and fan.
Yes.
There's an animated GIF of you taking out some Stella cans of it. And there's a little caption that says, "Taking out the rubbish looks attractive with Rob Sheehan."
What am I taking out?
A couple of cans of Stella. You're looking all bleary-eyed. Like you've got a few cans of Stella. Put them in a bin.
Was this photograph taken like on some Sunday morning when the session had carried on?
Of all the animated GIFs.
Joe in a sleeping bag.
It's another Joe creation.
Joe's an
I have nothing
artiste.
to say in my defense.
But we
Don't bother,
were
just
we were
acknowledge
talking
it.
about cranking auto asphyxiation, and Rob, you mentioned that Joe had done a print of you.
Yes,
Let's
I
talk
was
about
telling
this
him
print.
about. Remember, I was doing an impression of a man, like jumping off the stool into that hanging autoerotic asphyxiation place.
Yeah,
and we were laughing about it, and then you came home and you
it
did
was
a
kind
print.
of like wank charades we were playing in Mexico. Yeah.
Why a print?
How does that work?
We had the whole of Mexico to explore.
Oh my God,
we sat in the hostel where you're playing wank charades.
There's
How
a
do you
whole.
play wank charades?
You just look like you're having a
But
wank.
listen,
What kind of a wank am I having?
But there's what kind? There's a whole theme here, which we've got cranking with ranking, we've got wank charades. Maybe there could be a Rob Sheehan themed line of products.
What about like onanism?
Yeah, onanism.
No, I did a
by Robert Sheehan. It could be like a scent.
I should. Yeah.
But there's like sex is like it's all gentrified, and you can talk about sex in primetime TV now. Rob Sheehan's Guide to Practical Masturbation.
Exactly. Always warm up the wrists. always do 10 360s in each direction.
No, but listen, I got a little story. I'll just tell it between
You
us
don't
two.
end up with tennis elbow.
I thought I was gonna have a little posh one. My flatmates were out. I thought I'd have a posh one.
What? I get a condom on?
No, a special posh one. And I had a sore knee.
Hang on, what does that mean?
These girls are sat here boggle-eyed going, is that what you men talk about when you get together?
But I had this sort of gel for my knee, which was sore. It was Nurofen gel, and it was cooling and tingling.
Oh, yeah.
Cooling. So I thought, on my hand.
Got a semi
I'll have a little one. Sort of slapped it on, ready for it, and it was like the most intense burning pain I've ever had in my life.
Oh, no.
I'm not joking.
Did you put it on your helmet?
I was the full thing, lathered up, thinking it was going to be cooling. I was in the sink like that, just for about 2.5 hours on my own.
Rookie mistake.
Almost crying.
Just weeping.
That was
But
I don't know what you
You
call
know what you
that.
should have done? Poured a pint of milk on it. That would have neutralized the burn.
Cooling.
Yeah.
See, this is
Fight Club, yeah?
See, this is what I'm talking about. That you've got answers for everything. There's tips, there's tricks, we do diagrams, we can do animations.
I'm like the new wank Martha Stewart.
the new wanking gok.
Yes.
We've got wank.
Yeah. Always use a water-based lubricant, never oil, or you will end up in A&E.
But that is the textbook mistake. You put deep heat on your balls. You only do it once.
Yeah.
But once you've done it, it's.
I used to do it quite a lot as a raver.
In the spirit of Gary Oldman, right, I was doing a thing recently where I wanted to be crying. So they have this little thing in makeup where they have some crystals of like Vicks type stuff.
Ooh.
And it's in a little tube, and they blow through the tube onto your eyes.
Like a jungle shaman.
Yes, exactly.
It's a bit hardcore, innit?
It wouldn't look out of place in a seance, right? But I, in the spirit of Gary Oldman, right, I opened up the tube and I took out the crystals of Vicks stuff and I stuck them in my eyes, right? Because that's what Oldman used to do back in the good old days, like Sid and Nancy and that. He used to stick the crystals in his tear ducts.
What kind of crystals? What the?
These like those like the Vicks Vapor Rub stuff.
Oh my goodness.
He jammed that in his eye, and I did it.
Could it not
And
just act?
I couldn't see for about an hour. Seriously,
It's
they
like
were like,
mace, isn't it?
"It's like we have to shoot." I was like, "I can't see."
That's the fine line with Vicks, isn't it? It's just a handful in my eyes or in my balls. Which one to have,
You see, normal people put it on their chest, but not you. You stick it on your.
No, but as a
your eyes
raver,
and
we
your
used
balls.
to be out of our heads and say, "Yeah, I got some Vicks. So why don't you just put on your balls?" And go, all right.
I've got a mate who used to take sleeping pills and then fight the sleep, and then
Yes, I do
skag
that.
off that. He's a proper raver.
That's nice.
One thing that I do want to try is I haven't got round to it yet. I got to psych myself up to it, but I went and bought a bottle of Tabasco sauce last week, and if you put it on your finger, you just watch all the blood rush to your finger.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Tabasco will do that for you.
Oh my god. I was chopping chilies.
I see. I see where this is going.
You see where this is going.
Well,
It hasn't gone there yet, but it's gonna.
Did you then insert it into
I'll
your
let you know how it goes.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch this space. We need a catch up.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
You need to do a
Please don't
print.
do that.
You can do the print this time.
Yeah.
Tabasco cop
Do
print.
it. I'll do it live while you do it. Just see what we come up
Wait,
with.
you could do it.
It'll be art.
You could do it like there's kind of you shine a light and you draw around it, so it's just projectors. We don't actually see the real thing. It's just like a projection.
Yeah, you're not going to want to see the real thing.
Impressionistic.
Like a Victorian silhouette evening. That's what they used to do, isn't it? All sit behind a lamp and silhouette each other.
It's probably just going to look like a.
What? So you used to silhouette each other fucking?
Yes.
No way.
It was just
No,
sitting.
pouring Tabasco on their genitals.
No, they didn't have Tabasco then. Tabasco was a
That
fairly
was
new thing.
only invented in 1926.
Yes, it was.
It's going to look like a
fool.
a silhouette of Gonzo with a flu.
Gonzo.
Oh, he's just been sitting there quietly brewing that one up.
He come out with a startling image.
They always say the very best radio paints a picture in your mind.
That's why he's my one-man entourage. Yeah, he's inspiring this man.
How did you meet anyway? Did we talk about that?
We met at a wedding, right?
Yeah.
And this man, he hadn't slept in 2 days. We were at the reception of the wedding, and I was like,
This was
hi,
in Dublin,
mate.
yeah. And,
this was in Dublin.
I'd been to see Adam Ant the day before do his thing.
I love Adam Ant.
Yeah, me too. And he played for 2 days solidly. A man has some stamina. He played everything by everyone.
Backgammon.
He was there. He was playing the theme tune to Last of the Summer Wine.
Yeah, by the time he left. Yeah,
Definitely. Hobo.
Yeah. Nice. Adam Ant. I'd like to play Adam Ant in a biopic.
You'd be good. You have the cheekbones for Adam Ant.
Hey, what? Look, I know this won't translate on radio, but look at my Adam Ant face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You need a feather, but then
What he's doing is pouting,
Bonnie
kind of
Prince
fish-like.
Charlie in the house.
I want to create a paradise through music.
This is like a Latin masterclass. I feel like I'm in the 80s. It's the first record I brought, actually.
Okay, I'm back in the room.
Prince Charming. Whoa!
Yeah.
This is something you like, is it not?
Yes, this is a lovely song by a guy called The Tallest Man on Earth. And this track is called I Won't Be Found.
Is he tall?
He's not tall at all, in fact. He's merely average. And he's from Sweden. But listen, right, because he doesn't sound like at all like he's from Sweden. He sounds like he's from just the deep south of America. He sounds like...
Scandies never do. Scandies never sound like that.
They make their own thing up. They sound German, French, Cornwall, Dutch.
Jose Gonzalez.
Yeah,
he didn't sound Swedish, in name or sound.
I thought this was kind of Irishy, your lot.
Them over there.
Yeah, that gene pool. That glorious gene pool, yeah.
I love Ireland. I used to live in Ireland, actually. I've been Dunleary, Dublin, Castleblaney, Dorky.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What on earth were you doing?
My dad's an idiot, so I had to leave with him because he's a fucking twat.
So's mine. Yeah. Yeah.
But I live next door to the mayor of Dorky. When my cat died, she gave me £2.
Was that the going rate for a cat in Dorky at the time?
Which bit did she use for dinner?
I don't know, but she had 5 granddaughters.
Did she kill the cat and she felt guilty?
Probably. She had 5 granddaughters that used to play croquet, and they used to invite me from my window in pyjamas to play with them when I was about 6 or 7.
Wow.
Looking back,
that sounds like an Enid Blyton book.
It's brilliant.
Or something.
I was like, I'm in my. Even then, I was like, I'm in my pyjamas, and you've got clothes on. You know it.
We're in the night garden playing croquet. Calm down, little boy, in your PJs.
There's just one layer of fabric between me and 5 granddaughters.
Oh. Good lord. I would have murdered my cat just to get over there.
We're not pitching that one to Channel 4.
So we brought a cat. I love cats.
Yeah. I just moved into a flat on Thursday. And
it's a good story.
Yes,
it's a great story.
Brilliant.
That's what a way to end the show.
The plot will thicken. Right?
Like the best gravy.
I'm quite allergic to cats, right?
Oh.
And I said to, because my mate owns the flat and he had a spare room, and I said, oh yeah, can I take the spare room? And he went, yeah, cool, man, cool. Let's start off. So I arrived on Thursday back from the Americas, looked down, and there's a cat in the living room.
Alive.
Oh my god. So I have to basically come up with a plot to murder the cat.
You just have to do antihistamines every 5 or 6 minutes.
Exactly, yeah. I have to keep some antihistamines close to my face constantly that I can ingest them.
Well, there you go. Well, that's been great. Well, Mr. Sheehan and Mr. Joe, it's been fantastic learning about your cranking rolfing.
Yeah.
All that good
Thank
thing
you.
that you use to occupy your
I'm glad I
quieter
could
moments.
give a little back,
Yeah.
Give
Spunk
back to the
covered
world.
cats and.
You should see what
curtains.
he gives back. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So can
It's
we
back in a little box?
Can we raise a hand for the boys for being such good sports?
Hey! Oh! And thank you, boys. You've been transcendent and colourful.
We've been brilliant.
Thank you for the rap.
And that has been the Hunger Pod.
Nice, we are.
We're supermassive. Release the pressure. The Hunger Pod. We're guilty pleasures.
Music, art, celebrity, culture, fashion, and that kind of shit.
The Hunger Pod.
Hey, I'm so dying for a pee.